to, I mean, a lot of people who must have done that. Chalo. So we'll start. Praveen, everyone's ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So just mute your mics for now. Sapna, Praveen.
Okay.
I'll tell you when to come in. So good morning, everyone. My name is Rishabh Doshi, and I'm from Classic Holidays. Welcome everyone to another webinar of Classic Holidays. Today we have two hotels here with us, 4 Points by Sheraton Pune and 4 Points by Sheraton Jaipur. Before starting off, just a few announcements that we always make. We've added two hotels we've added two more hotels that coming in on Saturday and Monday, which is the ITC Grand Goa Resort and the ITC Grand Bharat coming on Saturday. And on Monday, we have the Evershine Resort Mahabaleshwar. So people who've not registered for those webinars, please feel free to do so. The links for those webinars are in the chat box right now. The winners for yesterday's contest are as below. Mr. Jeevan Dabra, RHS Holidays, Nidhi Banka, Soulful Vacations, and Vimal Shah, Travel Mark, he's from Surat. So congratulations everybody, and I hope you will be coming in for more and more of our webinars. Just one more reminder for everyone, we had done the bidding for the hotel nights yesterday, and it was great fun. It was everybody enjoyed it, and we are glad to announce that we will be doing that today for one of the 4 Points hotel also. We will be taking up that later in the webinar. So I'll just repeat the rules once we come to that. But before that, I would give it over to Praveen, if you want to start now.
Yes, good morning everyone. So today we will be showcasing two of
Praveen, your voice is not clear.
India hotels properties in India. The other one is 4 Points by Sheraton. Yeah, is it audible now?
Yeah, you are cracking.
Is it audible now?
Yeah, start.
Yeah. So we'll be showcasing two properties, 4 Points by Sheraton Jaipur and Pune today. So I have Ashu Bhatnagar with me, who is the hotel manager for Jaipur, and Miss Sapna Jairam, who is the EAM and West head for sales and marketing. Sapna Jairam, so she is there. So we will first start with 4 Points by Sheraton Jaipur, and Ashu Bhatnagar would take us through the presentation, and he will share the details of the property.
Ashuji, yeah.
Yeah, so namaskar everybody.
Ashu, over to you. Just unmute.
Yeah, it's done.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
नमस्कार खमागणी सबको, जयपुर के पिंक शहर में आप सबका स्वागत है और आप सब इतने सारे लोगों को देख के खुशी मिल रही है। जयपुर एक हेरिटेज सिटी होने के साथ साथ एक बिजनेस हब भी है और गोल्डन ट्रायंगल में काफी सालों से शुमार रहा है।
Ashu, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but you'll have to talk in English because we have a lot of agents from outside India also watching this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. So Jaipur, the pink city, is a very, very historically rich background. Typically, the Rajasthani Rajputs used to rule the city several years back, and the city is very, very rich in its heritage culture. In a very recent development, couple of months back, Jaipur was recognized by UNESCO as one of the World Heritage Cities. And under this provision, the UNESCO authorities have identified almost 1,500 sightseeing spots in the city of Jaipur. And these spots now are going to be developed by the government. A lot of development is already happening. That means that there are many more spots and opportunities for repeat tourism. At 1,500 sightseeing spots, believe you me, every passenger would probably require at least minimum 5 to 6 visits to the city before they can completely exhaust all the sightseeing spots. So typically, geographically, Jaipur is very, very close to Delhi and NCR. And a lot of people from Delhi prefer to use Jaipur, or they see Jaipur as a weekend holiday destination. So if we have a continuous long 3 weekends, weekend holidays, maybe a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the city totally goes chock-a-block, you know. So that's how these demand suddenly erupts into the city. Presently, during the COVID times, all of us in the hospitality community are having a paid vacation. And I hope that very soon we'll be interacting with a lot of you now. So without taking much of your time, if I have your permission, I'd like to start with our quick introduction to our hotel product. Can you see the screen now? If I'm sharing the screen now here with you?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So Jaipur, it's called the Pink City simply because a lot of architecture, they used to use the color pink. So the color pink is in dominance in all the architectural buildings, you know, their exteriors, the walls, the sidewalks, everything is painted. The Hotel 4 Points by Sheraton Jaipur has been in operations and in an association with Marriott Hotels for the past 10 years. This is a mixed land usage product, and from the ground level onwards, we have altogether 7 stories of accommodation. And in one side, we have a very, very popular shopping mall called the Big Bazaar. And the hotel is located on Tonk Road, which is a very important city, a very important road that cuts across the entire length and breadth of the city. The hotel is about 5.7 kilometers away from the airport and about 8 kilometers from the main Jaipur station. So a lot of people who are actually coming to Jaipur from Delhi, they need to get down at Gandhinagar railway station, which is about 1.5 kilometers away. So that's the closest drop-off point. Otherwise, people, passengers who are coming into Jaipur via bus, there is a bus station also, which is just about 2.5 kilometers away from the hotel. So it's a very, very well-connected, centralized location for the hotel. It's right in the shopping hub, and all the places in the city of Jaipur are at reasonable driving distances. So sightseeing is a real fun out here. Okay. In terms of the holiday vacationer, the city, as I've already said at the start, 1,500 sightseeing spots have already been identified by the UNESCO authorities, out of which the most frequented ones are the couple of them which you can see on the screen under arts and culture: the planetarium, the city palace, Hawa Mahal, Jaigarh Fort. All historical buildings which have years and years of experience, and you get very, very well educated guides who can talk to you in multiple languages. So for our travel partners who are from out of India, language translation services are very, very easily affordable in the city of Jaipur. Okay. The community is majorly dominated by a lot of Hindu people. Plus Jaipur has a lot of mixed culture of people from various walks of life. In terms of corporate corporate travel, there are a lot of travel partners who would be promoting people traveling for business purposes. The city of Jaipur is being developing leaps and bounds. The SEZ of Mahindra has been identified, and there are a lot of factories and industries that are coming in this area. So there's good potential for business travel in this particular city. Jaipur is typically known for some huge citywide conferences which take place into the city here. And of course, apart from the Golden Triangle, which is Jaipur, Delhi and Agra, Ajmer and Pushkar are also very, very popular. You must have heard of the Pushkar festival, which happens in the month of November. It's very, very popular and drives a lot of inbound tourists into India. So that's how Jaipur very strongly connects. In terms of the hotel, we are a total 114 rooms, 114. And the product is actually split between 83 rooms in the deluxe room category, and we have 27 club rooms. Club rooms are on the 7th floor of the hotel, which is the highest floor, and you can actually see the mountain ranges from the guest windows as well. The club room also offers happy hour service, which has wonderful opportunities for people to connect with people. It happens between 6 to 8 every evening, and a lot of unlimited liquor, IMFL and house brand good lovely snacks are served to our customers. So depending on your choice and pocket, you can opt for various accommodations. The hotel has 3 suites which can accommodate, ideally good for wedding couples and maybe wedding small weddings as well. And larger families also at times go for the suite accommodations at the hotel. This is a sample photograph of the deluxe room, total 306 square feet in area. The rooms are good to accommodate 2 singles. This is a typical accommodation for 2 singles. And you've got see-through bathrooms here. On the other side, the windows offer a wonderful view of the city. The amenities are more or less very, very standardized. We are guided by very strict norms from the Marriott brand. So we are very, very cautious and sensitive and touchy about our safety standards and our brand standards as well. So you can be absolutely rest assured that the product will conform to every expectation of our international traveler and domestic traveler as well. The deluxe rooms, of course, when we are including breakfast is the most popular plan to go for. Wi-Fi is absolutely fantastic because we are a business city, so we provide very good, reasonable bandwidth for our customers. The club room typically looks like this. It's got a larger television set, and of course the access to the club lounge is a very, very interesting attraction. And you can see through this window of the club room, that's the mountain ranges on the far end. So offers a wonderful view of the sunrise. The club room more or less has a lot of these standard amenities and services which your regular travelers would find. So we've not really missed out on any aspect. The mini bars are very well stacked. We also serve, we have a liquor license for all our outlets. Okay. And the suite is a very, very interesting commodity that we have. Like I mentioned, we have three counts of these suites here. It's a 2-bay suite with a bedroom, a study room, and a living room area. This is the picture from the living room, and you can see on the far end, you have the city view as well. Sharing some standard amenities which are there in the deluxe rooms. In terms of banqueting, we are very decently blessed with almost around 3,800 square feet of banqueting space. We give ourselves, our guests, 2 banquet halls, which can take up to 120 people each in cluster seating. But that was prior to COVID times. Now, because of the post-COVID era, the capacity sizes are going to reduce. And of course, from a social distancing perspective, a lot of our customers are also coming up, and they're very, very sensitive and very well educated. Not more than 50 people banquets. We are getting a lot of requests from our customers coming in. So for our travel partners who are looking or already involved in wedding business or planning to diversify additionally into the wedding segment, this is a very, very nice product for you to consider. For a 50 packs wedding, this is an absolute ideal destination here. So short of our banquet hall, this is just a small seating capacity, but while pictures may disillude you, this hall can take easily, in a post-COVID scenario, I would say comfortably around 80 people in cluster seating. That's with 3 people to a table. So that's a reasonable, decent size, but the government has placed a capping these days for not more than 50 people. But those times will not last for long. I'm sure very soon by the month of October, November, when the pandemic situation starts coming down, the business will only improve and people will get more and more bullish. This is a shot on the cluster seating. We have a small capacity chart done up for you. So in a combined capacity, almost 3,800 square feet of banqueting. We also use our banqueting hall for a lot of exhibitions also, because we've seen a couple of our travel partners locally in the city of Jaipur. They're getting involved in banqueting exhibition business as well. In terms of school education classes also, some of the institutions have actually approached us. Schools for international schools, they have approached us. British Council has approached us and done events with us for their examinations as well. Our coffee shop is the most attractive point. On the right-hand side of the photograph is a direct full glass window offering the view of the city. And in the morning breakfast, you have some lovely sunlight coming in. The buffet is absolutely to brand standards, offering multitude of juices, cheese, veg and non-vegetarian preparations. And we try and make sure that we always put a sample of the local Jaipur specialities as well for people to sample. Not to the extent of buffet, our chefs are also very, very sensitive to guest preferences. So in case you have a special taste or a food restriction, we'll be happy to cater to your requirements on the same. So the breakfast eatery restaurant offers 74 covers, and it's typically a multi-cuisine, and standard meal periods of breakfast, lunch and dinner is what we serve for. But between these hours also we have a round-the-clock menu that is available. The first story is our bar, which is now gives you a very, very different kind of a setup and a feel of a nightclub. And in the evenings, this place really starts to rock around. It seats about 25 people, but has some lovely dance floor and music arrangements laid up for your customers. We are supported by a very well-versed spa company and a lovely gymnasium, which is open from 6 to 8. However, being a brand standard for Marriott, in case our guests would like to use the gymnasium during non-peak hours, we'll be happy to support our customers on those special needs as well. Our swimming pool has a rooftop. It's actually on the 4th floor and offers a wonderful view of the entire hotel. And that's about it. In fact, rather crisp and quick presentation it was. So I can see a couple of hands raising out.
Ashu, we'll take the questions later. Should I play your video right now?
Yes, please. Why don't you play the video? It's a very interesting collation of photographs that we've done for you.
Okay, you'll have to stop sharing your screen for that, please.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, just stop. And on the top, there's an option. If you see, there'll be a small option.
Yeah. I see that. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just share the screen right now. 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. So that was a short video on 4 Points by Sheraton Jaipur. Sapna, can you take it over now for 4 Points Pune?
Sure. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Hi, good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome from Pune here. I'm just here to showcase a little bit about 4 Points by Sheraton that's located in Viman Nagar. in Pune. Of course, for everyone to know, we are a part of the Marriott brand. The hotel has been operational for about 9 years now. Also, we have a few, Praveen, if we can just skip through. Also, if just a little bit on what 4 Points really stands for. 4 Points is a very comfortable and a very simple brand. So customers really feel at home. They're able to, have their preferences met with not too much of formal service. And that is the value proposition 4 Points brings to the table. So we are simple, we are comfortable, we are personalized in every manner. Of course, we are a part of the Marriott International brand wagon. So we have over 30 brands across the globe. And we also are a part of Marriott Bonvoy, which is the largest member program available today in the hotel industry. About 4 Points, what really matters the most, 4 Points is actually really known for great sleep, comfort, great sleep. So it's great breakfast, great sleep, great internet connectivity. These are the three most important things you'll get out of our brand. So in terms of great sleep, I must say that across 4 Points, we actually have specifically supposed to be using the 4 Comfort bed. 4 Comfort bed is actually a posturepedic bed. In fact, Ashu would be having the same in 4 Point Sheraton Jaipur as well. So this bed is one of a kind, which is very, very comfortable to the back of a customer and takes its shape. So that's why great sleep. Great breakfast, like he mentioned, mix of Indian, continental, juices, cheeses, eggs, all that you would like. And of course, great connectivity in terms of bandwidth. In terms of location, we're just 3 kilometers away from Pune Airport. We're about 5 kilometers driving distance from the railway station. We are very, very closely located to Mumbai in terms of driving as a city, Shirdi in terms of driving as a city, Lonavala in terms of driving as a city. So in terms of location, we actually not only are able to cater to a lot of residential weddings that come from these connected cities, but we also get a lot of family crowd that is looking for a very nice, weekend kind of a getaway. And we'll talk about the rooms later, but a weekend kind of a getaway in terms of weddings. Also in terms of the corporate clientele, we have a lot of corporate hubs that are located in the 5 kilometer radius of our hotel. So whether it is the Kharadi IT Park, whether it is the Viman Nagar Giga Space, whether it is the Yerwada Business Bay, it's all in 3 kilometer driving distance. So it's a very centrally located location. This is just, I'll just walk you through a few pictures. This is like the sense of arrival from the hotel. This is the picture of the hotel lobby. This is a small interesting corner known as the family lounge that we just showed in the previous slide. In terms of inventory, this is our biggest USP of the hotel. We have about 217 rooms, but we have 5 different category of rooms, which is the largest number of categories of rooms that is housed on by any of the hotels on the Viman Nagar stretch. So we have the base category room, which is our deluxe, 118 of them. We've got the executive rooms, which is like the club room concept, which is 44. We also have executive studios. So we are a one-of-a-kind hotel which houses residences also as part of the hotel building. So our residences would mean it also has like a small kitchen area. It has a slightly larger closet and a washroom area, because those are typically built for long stay customers, guests who have work or are on projects for 7 days plus, and they require that kind of space. So executive studio is like a base category room with an extension of a kitchenette where one can prepare their own food. It's got a refrigerator and it's got the washroom area. So very typically a single bachelors who are there for project work, etc. It's a great deal of a room and a sense of space. We also have the 1-bedroom residences. That's 550, 650 and 750 square feet. When we walk through the presentation, we'll show you the pictures so you'll get an idea of how they really look. They distinctly have one bedroom, also have a living area along with the your dining area, cooking area, so that when you have your guests over, etc., they are very comfortable. It's a very comfortable space in terms of meeting, greeting people, and perfect for a family of 4. So if you see, this is the 1-bedroom serviced apartment we were talking about. It's got a very designated kitchen area. It's got the bed area and your washroom area. So perfect for family of 4, perfect for somebody who's staying on for a long term, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, wants to have meetings in the room, etc. So it's a multifunctional room. And we also have the executive suite. So the executive suites are like suites available in most of the hotels, luxurious bath area, bed and living area. Of course, across all rooms, we have all our basic amenities. All rooms come with complimentary Wi-Fi. All rooms have breakfast included. Apart from that, we also have a spa that runs from 10 a.m. Actually, it's supposed to be 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. The timing there is slightly wrong. And it's actually run by Tatva. So it's a known spa that does all sorts of treatments that are required for a tired guest. We also have the swimming pool area and the gymnasium. So gymnasium is 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. But in case there's any guest who would like to work out maybe before that or later in the night, we do open the gymnasium for them. We also house a very convenient meeting space. It's actually over 2 levels, which is the Grand Maratha and the Grand Peshwa. Grand Maratha is our largest space. It has got 3,200 square feet of ballroom space. But the advantage is it also has a designated 1,200 square feet of exclusive pre-function area. So it's very convenient in terms of dishing out your buffets. It also has a separate entry. So apart from the hotel lobby entrance, we also have a specific entrance for the Grand Maratha where people can actually walk into the banquet space, not cutting through the lobby. The level 1 has Grand Peshwa, which is about 2,200 square feet of space. Also a clearly designated pre-function area for that as well. We also have 4 different meeting rooms and a smaller banquet hall that takes about 30-35 people. Praveen, if you can just take to the photographs of the banquet hall, because I think the capacity chart is not clear on screen to many.
I think, Sapna, I think it is not clear because I think Praveen's connectivity is an issue. Praveen, can you hear me? Okay, I think he's...
Yeah,
I can.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can go back to the banquet spaces.
Yeah.
That's the designated pre-function area of 1,500 square feet for the lower space.
Praveen, you'll have to go back to the banquet photos.
Yeah. So the left-hand side of it is the ground level pre-function area. This is what the inside of the hall really looks like, but this is more for in terms of the standard seating that we would do, like a long shot. This is our Grand Peshwa. This is the level 1 banqueting. In case of ceiling heights, in both cases, Grand Maratha has got about 11 feet of clear ceiling height, and Peshwa has got 9 feet of clear ceiling height. We also have a little bit of the alfresco area and the lawn area that adjoins the alfresco. So typically, if anyone wants to do like a nice outdoor venue, a small gathering for an engagement or a wedding ceremony to take about 50, 75 odd people, it's a perfect venue in terms of outdoor. Of course, this venue is very, very popular post October, November, owing to seasonality and the weather in Pune. Weddings and socials is one of the a very supportive segment, in fact, for the hotel. Like I said, because of our location, we get a lot of residential weddings coming in from Bombay. We get a lot of residential weddings, even coming in from the Ahmedabad, Surat belt of it. And this is one segment that we really have a lot to offer to. And it's quite unexplored and quite untapped yet. These are a few of our meeting boardrooms that we have. We have about 4 to 5 meeting rooms that take from 4 people right up to 12 people in different in the boardroom style setting. In terms of food and beverage, this is our coffee shop. Of course, the USP to our coffee shop is again we get great sunlight, because right alongside our coffee shop is our outdoor al fresco area, also open for breakfast. In terms of buffet, we have the international, Indian, basically global cuisine in terms of the restaurant. And this is a 24/7 restaurant. So apart from buffet, we also do serve a la carte, and anybody who wants to order in the midnight as well. This is one of a kind, the most newly launched addition to our hotel, which is the first story. It's located on the first floor, hence the name, but also very, very popular for their fresh brews in terms of beer. And we have a fabulous collection here of fusion food. So the way we wanted to position the first story at the hotel was like a standalone feel that we would want to give customers, and not really a 5-star feel, but in a 5-star hotel. And it does phenomenally well because of the food offerings and the beer combination that goes along with it. So it's the first of a kind resto bar that we actually have at the hotel. And unlike a lot of other 5-star hotels, this is even a one of a kind concept to be launched in a 5-star hotel. We also encourage co-working at the first story. So in level 1, during the day, in the mornings, 9 to 6, we also have a section of the first story restaurant that is completely equipped for co-working. If there are people who want to take seats and just work, because we give them the Wi-Fi connectivity, they get food as and when they would like to order. And the entire setup is built in for co-working space. So that space is also very multifunctional in the hotel. So in terms of, just to summarize, and in terms of the unique selling points of the hotel, of course, just to recap, we are the only hotel to have residences as well as rooms, so that we can cater to short stays, long stays, families, all kinds of customers in the hotel. Maximum number of room categories. So in 217 rooms, we also have 5 different categories of hotels to offer, basis the choice and basis the requirement of the customer. We also have the largest standard room category in the hotel. It's about 320 square feet for a standard size, which is very, very luxurious, I would say, in the deluxe category of rooms. First of a kind, first story, the bar and kitchen resto bar. One very important safety point, and I would like to highlight, because the swimming pool is one of the most used used spaces in any hotel. Our swimming pool actually has a membrane lining and not so much so the tiles. So in terms of safety, security, with multiple people using the pool, the membrane actually helps so that people don't really get cuts or bruises when they're entering and using the pool. So this is purely in terms of safety, hygiene, and compared to many hotels, we are one of the only hotels in Pune that have this piece connected with our swimming pool. We also, of course, and like we spoke about the Marriott membership, we completely honor the Marriott Bonvoy membership, and we have multiple avenues for guests and for our travel partners to continue booking with us, staying with us, and earning their rewards with us. That's all from our end, and more than happy if you could contact us for any kind of requirements that we could fulfill.
Praveen, if you can stop sharing your screen so I can show the video.
Thank you, Rishabh, for this.
Thank you, Sapna, thank you. So now we are going to move on. Sorry, we have the video to be shown of 4 Points by Sheraton Pune. After this, we'll be going on to the polls that we have 2 questions each from both the hotels against which agents can win complimentary nights. After that, we will be having our new feature coming in, that is the live auction of 2 room nights at 4 Points by Sheraton. So I'll just show the video to start off with. Just 1 second. So great video there by 4 Points by Sheraton Pune. Moving on, we have 4 questions today that we are going to ask all our agents. The first of the 4 questions will be on your screen right now. Ashu, I'll want your mic to be switched on for this, please.
Okay, got it.
So the first question is, the total number of rooms at the Jaipur hotel are... So 72% of the people have given the correct answer. I'm sure it's 114. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
133. So now see, everybody suddenly started posting for 114. Well, that's good. That's a very, very encouraging figure. Yes, absolutely.
So the second question on your screen right now, name the banquet venue at the 4 Points by Sheraton Jaipur. So 92% of the people have given the correct answer. That's Aravali.
Absolutely.
Ashwin, you've been very, very clear in your presentation.
Absolutely brilliant results, you know, guys. Lovely.
Okay. The third question now. This starts for 4 Points by Sheraton Pune. The total number of apartments in the hotel at 4 Points by Sheraton are... Sapna, can you turn on your mic for this, please?
Sure.
If you can just give us the correct answer.
Wow, I mean, everyone's a little confused, but it's going in the right direction. 40 is the right answer.
Yeah, so 56% have given the correct answer.
Yes.
And the last question for today. How many room categories are there at 4 Points by Sheraton Pune?
This I've said, oh wow, this I've said multiple times.
So 80% of the people have given the answer as 5. Yes. The correct answer is 5, yes. So congratulations to everybody whoever has given the correct answer. They will be getting complimentary nights at the 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel. Moving on to our new feature now. We are going to do a live bidding of 4 Points by Sheraton Pune. There will be 2 nights. I will just repeat the rules once again. 1 second. So the rules and the terms and conditions for this would be as follows. Number 1, the bidding is for 2 nights at the 4 Points by Sheraton Pune with breakfast and taxes. The base price of this bidding will start at 1,000 rupees, and the increment of only 100 rupees will be accepted from all the participants. If you are going to write 10,000, 15,000, 17,000, I will not read that, and we cannot accept that increment. So if you see on your screen, people will be posting 2,100, 2,200, 2,300. Only those bids would be accepted. The time limit today we have given is only of 2 minutes. So there will be a countdown timer of 2 minutes. It will be on double occupancy. And I will make all the chat, I will make the chat options right now as to all attendees and panelists. So I think everybody can see each other's bids. I would request everybody to please wait on. I will give you the validity of the same would be for 1 year, and I will give you a timer start. So please wait. Don't start right now. I will also repeat myself in Hindi if people have not understood. ये bid, ये जो auction होगा, ये 1,000 रुपए से शुरू होगा. Incremental value जो आपको bid करना है वो 100 रुपए से करना है. तो अगर कोई 1,000 लिख रहा है तो 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400 वो तरीके से आपको bid करना है. इसके लिए ये आपको bidding 2 नाइट 4 Points by Sheraton Pune के लिए मिलेगा, and जिसमें आपका breakfast और taxes include रहेगा on double occupancy. So I hope I am clear today. Again, the actual value for these 2 nights, Sapna, would I be wrong if I say the 2 nights value for this would be approximately 14,000 rupees?
You're absolutely right.
14,000 rupees. Okay, so the rack rate for this 2 nights package at the hotel is 14,000 rupees, but we are starting the bid at 1,000 rupees. And let's keep it very fair, and let's keep it very a little sporty. You have to once whoever has won this bid, we will call that person and they have to pay us, and we will give them the 2 nights voucher for this hotel. So please play it with a little bit of sensibility. You can win. You will be able to win a 2 nights package for this hotel at a very, very, very low cost. So I will start this. I will start the timer. 1 second. Just 1 second. Can everyone see my screen now? Can you see my screen? Yes.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, so the timer starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start bidding, please. So 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000, 2,100, 2,200, 2,300, 24, 25, 26, 2,700, 28, 3,000, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 4,000, 4,100, 4,200, 43, 4,400, 4,500, 46, 47, 4,800, 4,900. I see 5,000 from Hardik Desai, 5,100 from, I'm sorry, I lost the name, but I saw 5,100, 5,200 from Nalpatji, 5,300, 5,400, 55, 56, 5,700, 58, 5,900, 6,000, 62, 6,300, 65, 6,400, 6,500, 66, 67, 68. Somebody has written 69,000. I'm going to call you later. 7,000, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner is Mr. Abhijit Pankaj. He has given 7,500 rupees. He has bid just before somebody else also quoted 7,500. So, Mr. Abhijit, congratulations. You won 2 nights at the 4 Points by Sheraton, Pune, and you have to pay 7,500 rupees for these 2 nights, and the 2 nights will be yours. So, a good fun thing that we do, Sapna. We started this yesterday, and it's a good way to interact and keep the agents engaged right till the very end.
Yes, and I think it's very encouraging to be winning 2 nights at 7,500.
Yes, exactly. So, Abhijit, if you could just please send us your contact number so we can call you after the webinar is done. Moving on, just a small reminder for all our participants. We are having the Delton Daman coming in tomorrow for a webinar. Day after tomorrow, we have the ITC Grand Goa Resort and the ITC Grand Bharat. And on Monday, we have the Evershine Resort Mahabaleshwar. The links have been posted in the chat box once again for all the details. Please register as whenever you feel free to. So I think most of the questions have already been answered by Ashu. Ashu, is it okay if I just repeat the questions and so that others also can see, because when you reply, only that person can see the question.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Okay. So an anonymous attendee has asked, what is a disabled deluxe room? Ashu, it's better if you can answer this.
Yes, sir. So typically the disabled inventory is a mandate for all hotels. Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah.
So a disabled product is mandate for all the hotels. And in Jaipur, we have one room which is declared as a physically challenged. These rooms have special specifications starting from the entry of the room. So the doors are extra wide so that the guest who's typically on a wheelchair can easily move in. The doors also lock automatically when they open up, so that there's no scratches, or when the wheelchair is moving into the room, it does not scratch through the door vinyl. Similarly, in the bathrooms also, the bathroom doors do not open the typical fashion. They are generally sliding doors, so they are easy for a passenger to just slide the door open without with the minimalistic effort. The WCs are also built in such a manner that they have handrests so that the passenger can get up from the WC easily. So it's easier to get up from your wheelchair and onto your WC. Similarly, in the shower area also, the floor has typically an anti-skid surface so that the physically challenged person really does not skid or hurt himself. And there are grab bars around the shower area so that the passenger can grab them and keep himself or herself steady while having a bath. The wash basin, typically to brush your teeth or shave, that is also at a lower height so that it can easily accommodate a customer who's sitting while on the wheelchair itself. In the rooms also, there are safety devices. For example, typically disability need not necessarily be physical. It can be somebody who's probably hard of hearing. So you have in disabled rooms, you have a light so that everybody, anytime somebody is ringing the doorbell, not only does the doorbell ring, the bulb also flashes. So if there are people who are hard of hearing, they can actually see that. There's emergency buttons in case, typically you will always have a helpline number. So in case a patient requires any urgent attention, you can just pick up the phone. It's typically like a hotline phone, which rings straight at the reception desk. That's more or less the television is also at a lower height so people can move around. So these rooms are basically specially created for people who are with disabilities. The bed size is lower so that it's easier for the passenger to just move on from the wheelchair and over to the bed. So while I have responded in a very brief manner here, but there's a lot of study and past best practices that, and wheelchair rooms are these days are evolving commodities. So as when companies come up with new better ideas to improve the usage of wheelchair people, these innovations are adopted. But more or less, these safety, security in terms of your bathroom safety is especially adhered to, and of course the entry, ease and exit out of the room are typically adhered to. Yeah, that's what we follow in Jaipur as well. Yeah.
So Ashu, so this question can be for both Sapna and Ashu, both of you. If there is a wedding query that comes to any agent, and if they're asking for, if they're giving your property, number one, is it possible to do a total buyout? Will you give us all the rooms, or will there be a few rooms left to sell on FIT?
So post-COVID, I'll be happy to give my entire inventory, no problem.
Okay, Sapna, for you?
We will have to keep some amount of rooms, but our inventory is large enough. So about 150 rooms is not a challenge. Most of the weddings come on weekends, so it's all right, no problem.
Okay, and what is it? Which is the biggest banquet space that you have? Is it the outdoor lawn or is it indoors?
It is the indoor Grand Maratha, which is my level 1 banqueting space.
Okay. And
so I would like to add to this particular point. Yeah. While in the Jaipur hotel, our banqueting space totals up to 3,800 square feet area. We have also got a tie-up with an outsourced party plot, which can take up to 1,200 people. So if we have a wedding where they require rooms to stay in our hotel and there's a large wedding they would like us to cater to, we have our special contracted party plot with us, where up to 1,200 people we can easily handle. And since we are getting into outdoor catering as well, so that is also a proposition for us.
And how far is this plot from the hotel?
That's about 2.3 kilometers.
Okay. And given that a lot of agents are asking the question about how hotels are going to evolve after COVID, as we also spoke yesterday, that most of the hotels have similar SOPs going into the post-COVID era regarding the hygiene and the safety measures that the hotel is going to take. One question that a lot of people have asked me is that in one of your slides you mentioned that Ashu, you mentioned that you also give airport transfers along with your hotel packages for the 2 nights package.
Yeah.
How are you going to make sure that because there will be the same car is going to pick up a lot of people in the same day? How are you going to ensure hygiene in that car?
So firstly, each car carries one passenger, unless it's a family. Each car after usage is sanitized at the hotel. So we keep an extra 1 or 2 cars spare so that in case there are back-to-back arrival transfers, then we are encouraging people to use our hotel cars. Typically in a Jaipur kind of a situation, a lot of customers, when they are getting off at airport or railway station or bus station, they generally been hiring Uber and Ola up till now. Post-COVID, we are already talking to our customers to give preference and give us an opportunity to provide a shuttle transfer from the hotel, because these cars are supervised, sanitized after every movement, and we can assure and guarantee the safety of passengers inside our vehicles. So we expect a lot of their usage and consumption of this facility from our customers. So yes, our own travel desk cars are going to be promoted and utilized by our customers more after the lockdown is over. Yeah.
So Ashu, I think that probably answers almost all the questions that, and the others you already answered. I think that it's okay if you don't mention it here. Praveen, any last few words before we log off? You have to unmute yourself, Praveen.
Yes, we are happy to see, a lot of participation. It was 300 and plus. So thank you so much, whomsoever has participated in today. To do any bookings or anything, you can get in touch with us directly, or you can get in touch with us with through Classic Holidays. You can contact Rishabh and the team, and we'll be happy to assist you.
Thank you, Praveen. Sapna?
First of all, thank you, everybody. And I apologize for the little bit of miss with the presentation and my slides, but I'm just hoping that I've got through to each one of you. Thank you for the time that you guys have taken. Rishabh, thank you so much for organizing this platform. It's a great way for us to reach out to so many agents whom we would otherwise never be able to reach out to. And for any details and any inquiries, please feel free to reach out to Classic, to Rishabh, to Praveen, to myself, to Ashu. We'd be more than happy to assist and take your queries further. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Sapna. Ashu, last few words?
Well, it was fantastic chatting with all of you, and I'm getting the learning experience that I've had getting myself hooked onto this new communication channel. The attendance has absolutely been wonderful, and the kind of questions they're very, very involved questions, and the poll process that you had is also very, very interesting. I'm hoping and very, very positive that Jaipur itself as a city will present itself as a wonderful opportunity for a lot of our travel partners to push for domestic tourism, and that's the way forward, going forward. And Classic has always been a great support for us. And I think somebody asked during the conversation that we need presence in Calcutta. I think we need presence all across India. So wherever you can support us from, we'll be more than happy, very flexible, and the entire inventory is yours. Whatever event you have, just take it.
Thank you. So once again, thank you, Sapna. Thank you, Ashu. Thank you, Praveen, for getting in touch and doing this there today. Was not possible if we would not have spoken a few weeks back. So thank you once again, Praveen. And thank you to all the participants. Thank you to all the agents who've been here today with us. Thank you for your support once again. We will see you tomorrow with the Delta Daman. Until then, stay safe, stay home. Thank you.
Thank you.